Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. It's the King and I Life podcast hosted by your boys, Soul Touch of the Poet and my man in here.
Son Soul Lex.
Yo, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, head on over to www.kingandilife.com. It's the website. You can find all the information on there. Links to our videos, bios, the podcast episodes, all that good stuff. Son Soul Lex, what you got for the people?
Yes, sir. You guys, if you want to come on the show, of course, you guys can reach out to us at KINGANDEYE369 at gmail.com. Again, that's King and I at 369gmail.com. And again, we appreciate
Yes.
all of the positive support we have been receiving because our numbers are steadily growing. Appreciate it, folks.
Yes, them numbers is getting ridiculous, but we love ridiculous numbers, man. That's a treat to our eyes and our hearts and souls and all that good stuff. But hey, oh yeah. Make sure y'all head over to Apple Podcasts and get that subscription going. Um Unchained episodes where we just get a little more free with our speech, so to speak.
For sure, for sure.
But yeah, we got a good one for y'all this time around. We're gonna talk about family gatherings or family feud. How do you plan for the holidays?
Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it. But my family holidays is usually we get together at for Thanksgiving. We'll get together at my father's home, which is of course in Alabama,
Right.
and it's always a mixture of relatives and family. Um, as far as like the distance,
Right.
because you never know who's gonna show up, who's actually going to make it, and when they do make it, how many days they're gonna be there.
Right.
But we try to maintain a strong family circle, as they say. So it's just one of those you got to wait and see who shows up. Sometimes it be maybe a handful, and then the next thing you know, it's the damn yard is overran with folks. So
Oh man. um, for me, family gatherings are not like they used to be.
right.
Um, yeah, it's usually just like these days it's more so like whoever is like within the 5 mile radius or something like that.
Uh-huh.
um I got a lot of family up in New York. I got family different parts of Maryland, South Carolina, all kind of stuff like that. But uh, yeah, it's like, yeah, if you show up, you show up. If you don't show up, you gotta, hey, you ain't show up, you're gonna get cursed out. It's like, man, I ain't feel like going. I had something else to do. So I mean, for us, it's that kind of thing. However, I wish it was different. Because for me, I think I guess as I'm getting older, I'm seeing I'm seeing clearly what I didn't see when I was younger. Because when you're younger, it's like it don't matter who come over, you just happy to see family. Now
Right.
it's like, damn, where the hell is everybody at? Like, yo,
Yeah, it's crazy because the thing about it is for my family, I'm sure it's like that for a whole lot of other families. The older generation, they're starting to pass over. So
hmm
the big mamas and the great grandfathers and grandfathers and all that, they're pretty much done ran their cycle. There's only one grandmother left.
mm,
She has a few sisters and brothers who are still around, but we don't get a chance to see them as often.
right.
Um, so of course my father's still here. My wife's her mother and father are still here.
hmm
But all of her grandparents are passed on. So mostly for Thanksgiving, like I said, we had a family gathering at my father's house, and then for Christmas we'll do my older sister's house,
Uh-huh.
and then New Year's pretty much everybody you're on your own. God damn it.
Mm.
If we get together, we get together. If not, see you next year.
Right, right, right. Um, I have a female best friend that I've known for like I want to say like 30 years. It's my
Hmm.
homegirl, Rosalie Sparrow. Met her in National Guard a long time ago. But like she would always invite us to her family gatherings, and she got a big family.
Hmm.
And it's like you get invited to a couple, and it's like you're expected to be at future events. Um, like I call her mother mommy, call her father dad. Yeah, dada. That's what they call him. But
Hmm.
like one year she invited me and my son to their family trip down in Florida. Um, they had a family reunion like a long time ago. Invited me to that. Um, they had family cruises that I got invited to, but I didn't go to. But outside of that, yo, I've been to like her daughter's graduation, for college graduation. Um, she let me. She asked me to actually asked me to speak at it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like yo, that right there. That's what I love that, and that's what like that's why I be wishing like my family would do stuff like that. Because as far as I know, as far as I recall, I've never had a family reunion with my family.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We used to have, family reunions, like planned family reunions, but
Mm-hmm.
now we pretty much got to a place where they're not planned anymore. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like holidays. You know the deal. You're expected to show up, but if you don't show up, it's
Right.
all right. Um, it's always funny to me though when we get together because there's gonna be drinking going on. There's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be some shit talking going on. There might even be some racing going on.
Oh Lord.
But we always enjoy ourselves. We only had 1 year where somebody almost got their ass whooped, and
Oh
that was
my
because
goodness.
we hadn't seen in a while. He decided to show up, and things almost got out of hand. My younger cousin almost whooped his ass, and he's older than I am. But he said some very choice things that
mm.
my cousin didn't take too kindly to, and one thing led to another, and they had to separate them. They told
Mm.
my younger cousin, "Hey, you need to go cool your head, homie. Go cool your head."
Oh
But
wow. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Man. All right, so let's jump into it. So we're gonna start off with the family gathering part. So first thing, traditional family house location, guest list or invitation. Is it a potluck? Um, yeah. um, anytime that we gather here in Maryland,
Hmm.
it's usually at my sister's mother's house. Um, it's not so much a guest list or
Right,
invitation thing. It's more so it's the holiday and you're expected to be there. Um, and that's for the family members. Now, when it came to uh like friends of the family that been around for years and stuff, it's like they were also expected to be there. It was no invitation or guest list or anything like that. It's like, hey, it's let's say it's Christmas or it's 4th of July or it's Thanksgiving. It's like, all right, yeah, what time you getting there? I'm getting there this time. What time I'm getting there this time? And that's how it would be.
hmm,
Um, yeah, and it was always it was never a potluck thing. It was like if that's the house, that's who's cooking. You might help whoever's there or gets there or whatever the case may be, but that's how it was.
right. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. With my family. Only thing I'll say, we kind of started doing now is, having everyone announce themselves. Meaning, if you're going to come for definite, let us know,
Right.
because again, when we go to make up the menu, we
Mm-hmm.
need to know how many people are saying they're coming, so we can have a general idea of how much cooking is actually going to go down.
Right. You gotta make sure you got enough food.
Uh-huh. But for the most part, it's kind of like, um, whoever comes, they decide, they're gonna bring one or two friends with them.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we always have a good time. And invitation, I wouldn't say it's definitely not an invitation situation. It's kind of like, nigga, you coming or not?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So that's about the extent of it from that, vantage point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, who shows up? Friends, family. Like I said, if you know everybody who's close to the family, whether they friends or whatever the case may be, it was more like you're expected to show up. It was never a thing of, hey, who comes, who can come, who can't come. It was never one of those things like that. Even if it was like someone wasn't really feeling somebody at that particular time, it was like, hey, all right, we going over there, you know, get our drink on, get our talk on, get our eat on, and whatever else. And then it's like, all right, time you leave. Shit, I'm about to get up out of here.
As far as who shows up, it's pretty much come down to, um, and whatever reason, I guess the younger, or mostly the younger generation, meaning my generation down, shows
Hmm.
up.
Right.
As far as my mom's side of the family, certain members of the family have decided to disengage, from the family gatherings, and I feel some kind of way about it, simply because you guys are the older generation
Hmm.
and y'all are beefing. So this is what y'all do. Y'all the older generation. Y'all supposed to be leading us
Mm.
or setting the example for us. But no, it's the younger generation setting the example for the older generation.
Mm.
Because even, like I said, my generation and younger, even if we got a problem with a family member, we still gonna fucking show up.
Right. Right.
Now, what happens after that? I can't say 100%. But for the most part, like I said, last year, or the last family gathering, was the first time we've ever had, a confrontation where somebody almost got their ass whooped.
Oh,
It's
wow.
normally like, if we have a problem with somebody, we call them off to the side and say, hey, I didn't appreciate the way you handle so and so and so and so. Or, it's one of those things. We family, we got to talk it out. We're going to see each other. So you might as well go and get this shit over with.
Right. Yeah. Might as well get it over with. Hey.
Yeah. But as far as friends, though, again, it's kind of like your situation. It's they always coming.
Hmm.
Well, they've been there before, so
Right.
it's not like they're expected to show up. But
But it's an
it's
open invitation.
yeah, yeah. Anytime you can make it, you're welcome
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. So, do
Your
friends
friend,
and family bring others?
yeah, that's just how it go in my family. They always
Yeah, pretty much.
gonna bring somebody.
Ah.
And I've never had a situation where a family member has brought someone
Uh-huh.
and we didn't like them.
Mm.
It's always been a situation where they are cool as hell, and they just fit right in with our family.
Hmm.
So that's always good when you have a good vibe with someone you never met before.
Yeah. This one is funny to me
Uh,
because um it's just like that. Hey, if you bring somebody, you bring somebody. If you don't, you don't. All right, whatever. But it's funny for me because for the longest, well, let me back up a little bit. When I got married to my second wife,
uh-huh.
we never lived together, but we was married for like 6 months. and none of my family knew. Like literally nobody knew shit. Um, so I brought her to the house for Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and I brought her in, and I was introducing her, and I was like, "This is my wife." They was like, "What?"
The hell?
They was like, "What the hell? Like, what do you mean?" I was like, "Yeah, we got married 6 months ago." Like, what the fuck you mean you got married 6 months? You ain't tell nobody? I'm like, like, so that was funny. That was eventful.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, that was funny as shit. Um, but yeah, after that, um, at family events, I would bring random people. And the fucking running joke would be like, I was wondering who he's gonna bring this time. That shit, wait, I literally did that shit for like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years.
mm,
Just think 3, 4, 5 years, every holiday that we gathered, I would bring somebody different damn near every time. And the only thing that I would, only I wasn't worried, but the only thing I was kind of worried about was people giving side eyes because they had their favorites.
yeah.
And if somebody happened to say something, then I had to be like, oh God damn, why the fuck you say this shit around this chick? Now I gotta go explain this shit. And I gotta, so yeah. But after a while, I stopped doing it. Cause it was like, it was I got I didn't get tired of it,
Mhm.
but I just didn't want to deal with it. I
Right.
always thought it was funny. But yeah. I mean, I remember one time we had a family gathering and I didn't bring anybody that time.
Mhm.
And, I didn't know that a friend of the family that was there had been checking me out for quite some time. And so I'm sitting there chilling and shit. Shorty come up and throw a tongue in my mouth, and I'm like, "Yo, what the?" And everybody was like, "Yo, what the?" Like, yo, I. She was like, "Yeah, I ain't know it. Make sure you ain't bring nobody this time because you're always bringing somebody." I'm like, oh damn, yeah, man,
I know you got it.
yeah, yeah,
When they do it like that, they usually mean they for real about it. So
yeah.
I understand. I understand.
I ain't gonna say I got it. She got me. Y'all put it. I gotta keep it real. She got me because I was oblivious to the fact that she was checking me out.
Wow.
I had no idea. No idea. So yeah. Gotta be careful at the family gatherings.
Yeah, man. So is it okay to bring guests though? Have you ever had a situation where your family's like, no, don't bring nobody?
Yup. I did. My third wife. Ain't nobody like that motherfucker. So mm-mm. No, no, no. I could not bring her to shit. And it wasn't even I didn't even need my family to say don't bring her. It was just like the interactions that had previously happened is like, I can't bring nah.
Hmm.
I can't bring her to shit because she get the drinking and acting stupid
Oh, goddamn.
and then she might say something or act all stink and somebody won't go upside her head. Then I gotta go home with this motherfucking
Oh,
nah.
goddamn.
Leave that motherfucker at home. I'll deal with whatever the hell she say when I get home. I don't care. You can accuse me of doing this, doing that. I don't care. It's better than you getting your ass whooped, and then I got to go home with you and deal with that. No, you stay your ass home. Fuck that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say the only time I didn't bring someone home was with my first wife.
Hmm.
Um, we hadn't gotten married, and I too, like you, didn't tell anybody like that. Um, my mom knew, and my mom was fucking pissed, son.
Oh wow.
And I mean, she was pissed to the point that me and her did not speak for 3 months. That's how pissed she was.
Mm. Damn.
And
Really?
yeah, yeah. And that was the first time we had ever gone that fucking long without
Uh,
talking. And my dad basically made me call my mom and talk with her, even though I felt like I shouldn't be fucking calling. You the one who
right.
mad at me. I ain't mad at you.
Exactly. Like I ain't mad at you. Why I
Yeah,
gotta go? No, hell no. You
exactly.
holler at me, you mad. I'm not mad.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we had it was a Thanksgiving. It was a Thanksgiving. And anyway, needless to say, I didn't bring her.
Hmm.
And oh man, it was just such a fucking awkward goddamn Thanksgiving because that's what
Um,
everybody's fucking talking about. Oh, you got mad, you didn't tell us, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers didn't tell me when y'all got mad. What the fuck?
I can
Talking
only
about
fucking
some other
imagine, bruh.
cousins.
I can
Yeah, yeah. I
only imagine.
two of my other cousins that I thought we were closer than that, but the
Mm,
motherfuckers didn't tell me when they got married. So I was like, fuck y'all too then.
mm.
But
It be like that
anyway,
sometimes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I took it kind of personal. Um, got in
Mm,
my feelings, as they say. But that was the only time I ever brought or didn't bring anyone
mm.
because the tension in the air would have been too goddamn thick.
Right. And you ain't want to deal with the nonsense, so it's
Oh,
understandable. It's
no,
understandable.
no, no, no.
But the funny thing about that is, though, it's like you don't want to deal with the nonsense, and most people don't want the drama from whoever's going to have the drama. But it's like they expect you to bring somebody just so that they can see the little bit of drama.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, those 3 months, I really was sticking to my goddamn guns. I was like,
Mm,
fuck that. Love you, mom, but I'm not goddamn calling you. I promise you, I'm not gonna call you.
mm, mm, mm.
And she a July born, so you already know how that shit go.
Oh my god.
Straight goddamn hard headed, man. Straight hard
Mm,
headed. So it was. I'm Taurus.
man.
You know, I'm hard headed by fucking nature.
Oh
So
man.
that shit was not gonna end well. But luckily, my father stepped in and intervened and made us come to a fucking resolution and shit. But
Mm.
anyway, I just never really got over that feeling of. So I had to call you because you mad at me. Like I never did figure that shit out. But anyway,
It's not to be figured out.
no,
It's one of those yes, dear. Even
yeah,
though it's your mother's like yes, dear.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty much what it came down to.
Mm, mm, mm. So is this cultural?
That's a good question.
Uh,
That's a good question.
you know, I want to say yes, but then again, I want to say no because
Hmm.
I think every culture does this. Um, but I just think that over the years with certain cultures, it's not as strong.
Yeah.
Um, and I can't say which culture it's not stronger in. I can say for me, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even call it. I can't.
From what I've witnessed with other cultures, when they have confrontation, they just don't fucking show up. Like if they got issue with somebody, they just don't show up. Like fuck it, kiss
Mm,
my ass. I'm not coming. Um, but again, I will say for my cousins that are from the South, um, again, we always show up. You know,
mm,
no matter what the fucking issue is or what somebody's going through, we gonna work it out. We either gonna goddamn talk it out or fight it out. But we gonna work it out. It's not gonna be one of those ongoing things. I will say that some of the younger generations, I kind of see where they're being spiteful. I'm not gonna name any names, but sooner or later they get past it. But it is what it is, man. We all grown now, so when someone offends you, you just gotta get past that shit. Swallow your goddamn pride, get it off your chest, hold a conversation, and be done with that shit. But again, I still don't get why the older generation feel like they're like, fuck all y'all. I'm
Mm.
not coming. And it's
Um,
like it's not even like that. Like, why are you making it like that when it's not like that? I don't get it.
I don't know, but culturally, I think Hispanics, in my opinion, they they do more family gathering, and it's more extravagant.
Mhm.
It's more celebratory. Um, I don't know. I think, and then when I look at our people, to what you were saying, I think we gather less because of what you were just saying. I think like older generations were more prone to gather, and I
Yeah.
think as time has gone by, if your family did not have a real tight bond back then, it's probably not as tight today. Um, like I said, my best friend Rose, her family is tight, and it's like, I've been around where people have had issues with whoever, whatever, whatever, but
Mhm.
they always get together. But like outside of that, I don't know. As far as Caucasians, I really can't speak on that because I don't interact with a lot that I know do those big gatherings. I mean, I know a couple who say they do, but as far as me actually seeing a lot of them, I don't know. Um,
Mhm.
Middle Eastern families, they gather a lot. Africans, they gather a lot. Caribbeans, they gather a lot. Uh, Other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, that's as far as the different cultures I've been around. Caucasian, Hispanics, Caribbean people, German people, um, Canadians.
Mm,
It's kind of like I don't know. To me, it seems like like you say, it's a celebration when they get together.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I would say for the Caucasians that I've been around, they're the ones that are mostly like, if they got a problem, they just don't show up. They just don't show up, and I think it's one of those things of they just rather avoid the confrontation.
Hmm.
Um, One of my closest friends is a Caucasian, and me and him growing up, I was always around his family, and I experienced, just what they go through during, Christmas time and Thanksgiving and all of that.
Right.
For the most part, they always have a good time, but
Mm,
again, when things are not right, certain people are just not going to show up.
that's
And again,
crazy.
I can't speak for all families, but
Right.
for Caucasian families, but for his family, that's how it was. They just don't show.
Yeah, it be like that. It be like that. Yeah. But yo, King and I Life podcast, we bringing this segment to this part to an end. We talking about family gatherings or family feud. You know where to get at us. KingandILife.com, the website. So go hit that up.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. And again, you guys, we out here in these social media streets. We're not hard to find. We everywhere.
Yes, we are.
Get at
We
us.
here, there, and everywhere. And we'll be
Yes,
back.
sir.